Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this video is for Linda Bassett, and she wanted to know what to do after you work on your backgrounds. What are some ways that what can you do after this to make it complete? So there are so many things that you can do, and I'm going to show you a handful, and we'll do a couple things. But here we go. This is the mixed media piece, the background that I just did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the end of this, of me talking, and it'll be a speed through of this start to finish. So if you're interested in that, when it starts, after I'm done talking about what we're going to put on top of here, if you choose to watch it, you can. If not, you don't have to. It'll be to music and sped up a little bit, but you'll get to see how this was made. Now, this is just a regular canvas. It's 8 by 10, and you can see it's textured and scrap paper, a lot of fun. And I am obsessed lately with Martha Stewart Crafts satin, multi-surface satin. And these are great to use on obviously multi-surfaces, and the satin is the between the matte and the glossy. So, you kind of get a sheen, but it's not a glossy sheen and it's not matte. It's just delicious. And I've been enjoying playing with these so much. And you can get these at AC Moore and Michael's, on the Plaid website, plaidonline.com. It's all over the place. And these are a lot of fun and great and very exciting for me. So here we go. So we have that. Well, what can you do? Well, here's something that I've done. This is a face, right, that I cut out of another piece of paper, as you can see, and I put it on that background. So you could definitely do a big face. You can draw a face, you could draw a goddess, you can draw a folk art face, whatever you want to do, and then add it to your background. So that's a lot of fun to do. You also, if you do not like drawing, and a lot of people don't like mixed media and adding drawings because they feel that they cannot draw, but I think everybody can draw. But you can go get scrapbook paper that has really cool pictures on it, and I'm going to show you this one. I might use this one. Look how cute. So it's a skull, and it's with like pink hair. It's like a pin-up skull in a sense, and I think that would look really cute on here. But look, you can get a picture of your child, your animal, whatever you want. Take a picture. If you're using inkjet, you don't want to put any glue on top because it might smear. You could take it to your local copy store, Staples, Office Max, what have you, for like, I don't know, 50 cents. They can make you a copy that won't smear. You could add that on here. You could leave it like this, add a quote, one of your favorite quotes. You can, write it down on paper and kind of like rip it out or use decorative scissors, and then you can glue it on. You can paint it on, you can stamp it on, you can do whatever you want. But this is one way. And then if you want to draw a face, let's say you want to do a face here, you could just take, I have all these different colors. Obviously, you could see my themes kind of like pink and green and that kind of colors. But I have all these different colors of cardstock, very light cardstock that you could use to draw on as well and add it on. So, of course, you can do all kinds of fun stuff, other than drawing if you don't want to draw. Things that I like are molds that I make. This is, if you've been with me, this is my baby doll. I made this baby doll. This one's kind of like a half-face baby doll. This is a skull. And, you could make a million of the same, make 4 of the same. You could use all different ones. You can, arrange it how you want. Does it have to be dolls and skulls? Dolls and skulls. Yeah, girl, rhyming. I'm rhyming. Okay. Does it have to be? No. It could be anything. If you have clay, make hearts, make balls. It doesn't matter what you put up because it's yours. So, use something that you would really dig. If you have a beautiful pendant, maybe you got a pendant from the craft store or somebody sent it in an in a random act of kindness, use that as your center here and then work around. There's a lot of fun things that you can do. you know, I'm trying to think what other molds I have sitting around here. I probably don't. Something else. Let me just show you something else that I think is cool. Maybe one of you will as well. Maybe you won't. But you know, I'm into the recycling and you know, recycling and reusing and all that kind of thing. So let's say I was going to paint these beforehand, but I didn't. And if you don't want to paint them, use washi tape on them. Use whatever you want. And I'll show you that in a minute. I have some lids here from water bottle, right? And these are not recyclable and all that kind of stuff. So maybe you want to use these in your art. Maybe you have soda tops, you know, whatever. So you can paint these. And the thing with the Martha Stewart multi-surface satin paint, woo, is that you can paint on these, and I will show you that. But look, use whatever acrylic paint you have. Maybe you have paint markers. Maybe you have Sharpies. You know, those are, maybe you have Copics. Maybe you have alcohol ink, which is what you would use on these because they're hard plastic. So I'm going to just move this aside for a second. And I'm going to put my cap here. And maybe I'll do a couple of them just to show you. This is fun to do with the kids too. Let them color. Give them colors that you want to do. Maybe I'll pull some of the, no, you know what? I'm going to do one I already have open. Let's just do, no, I'm going to do a darker pink. I never can make up my mind. This is Raspberry Ice, Martha Stewart. Oh, and the lid goes on the floor because I'm clumsy. My hands are like, girl, you ain't grabbing nothing. I'm going to make life miserable for you today. All right. And I hate taking these things off, but you see. And that's a lot of paint to waste, so I'm just going to kind of put it on there. Wipe off that paint. Wipe off my X-Acto knife without cutting myself. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Take a paintbrush. And let's see, what paintbrush do we want? And I'm just going to kind of paint with this color. And look how that covers it. I'm getting the paint off of there first. And then your sides. And you can paint these and stripe them because remember, these are going to be 3D. Obviously, you know, you wait till things dry. I never do. And that's why I walk around with paint on me. Sometimes it's, you know, in my eyeballs. Looks like I have paint. I painted my eyes so they wouldn't, I look crazy all over my clothes. Okay, so I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so look. So we have that. Now, I'm going to lay that there because that's a nice color. And here's what I would do. I would get another color. Maybe I will. But you see how I grabbed this color? Now that color is not on here anywhere, so I have a little bit left on my brush. Well, what am I going to do? You can see the texture. I'm going to hold it high, and I'm just going to kind of run it in like a inch or so, just like that. We're just adding that little bit. I'm not pushing hard, but that will kind of connect everything if I use that, right? Okay. You can see, put a little bit there. No big deal. And you'll do that with whatever colors you use because that will just like to pull it out. So that's good for that color. Next color will be, and you let that dry and you can put another coat on it or you could sprinkle some glitter on there, some pink glitter. So what? I know. Exciting. All right, what other colors did I have opened? This green, and this is mint. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit and shake these I just used, so they're already shook, but make sure you shake any multi-surface satin. Oh, that's a lot on there. I might have to make 2 of these at. All right, now do the sides. There we go. I'm just running around. You can, you know, leave that top up here smooth. You can make it chunky. You do whatever you want because it's yours. See? That's what happens. That's what happens with the paint. And just kind of smooth it out how you want it and do the same thing on this one. Look, if you don't have paint on your hands, you're not doing it right. No, I know not everybody likes to get messy. I don't care. Just wipe it off. It comes off. No big deal. Okay, so we have those. Now I got a little bit of green on this pink, but you know what might be fun is if I wet my brush a little bit, right? And I'm going to go here with this green. I'm going to move this out the way. Take some of this, a little more water. Both sides of my brush, a little bit more water. And you could just spray your water too. You don't have to keep dipping in your thing. And then let's do splatters with the opposite colors. See what I'm saying? It just blends it all together. And then I'll put a little bit of the pink. Just a little bit. Well, a little bit more than I wanted. Wet my brush. Water it down. Watering it down. Look at that. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, that's plenty right there. And I'm just showing you different things. I'm going to move it in a minute so you can see a little better. So I don't have to try to pick these up. But you got the splash, right? You got the splotches on it. How much fun is that? And then you can, you know, if you want to do this one pink, I'll just throw this on here for now. It's watered down, so I'll have to do 2 coats, but I'm okay with that. Hey, you could use anything. Like I said, you could coat this now and put alcohol ink on it once it's dry. How cool would that be, right? And again, you know, I can clean my brush, take a little bit of that green and plop it. Probably need a little bit more color. Big deal. Yes. Or pink if you want it. Okay. So then what I would do is I would take my heat gun, my hair dryer, and I would try to dry it the best I could. Remember, these will take another minute to dry because they got a little gloss in them, but no big deal. Now, watch. So I look at this, or maybe I don't have a color that I want, or maybe I want something different. Maybe I want this all in glitter, which I will do one all in glitter in a momento. But I wonder if you take your distressed ink pad or an ink pad that you have and a color that you like, and look how that gets. I'm sorry, my dog's snoring. You can hear that. But you guys know I use the crap out of all of my ink pads. I don't use them all the same. So I'm going to just dry this really quick. Okay. Dry already because but look at that. And that's just the ink pad, right? So you add a little bit more something. You want to put some green squiggles on there? By all means, go ahead. So on one of the green ones, I will put some silver glitter. So let's say, I don't know, let's just use this one. I thought I had more of these somewhere, but I probably do. It's all under all my stuff probably. Oh, here's one. All right, we'll do it on this one. So now I'll take some of my Mod Podge on the paintbrush, but dry your paintbrush off. Make sure it's clean. Go in and go around the sides to get that glue on there. Okay. Then take your glitter or embossing powder if you want to do that. Just heat it with your heat gun when you're done. And you can use whatever color glitter you want. Look at that. And then you can pour it. This is Martha Stewart glitter as well. And you just keep moving it around. Okay. I think you catch my drift. Okay, so we have those. I'll put that in there. I'm going to get this out of the way. I have to find the lid to my pink. There it is. Okie dokie. Got it. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to move these for a second to wipe up. Now these are just different ideas. Like I said, you do whatever ideas, whatever colors, you do whatever your little heart desires because it's yours. Just going to get some of this up so it's not so bad. I will have glitter no matter how many times I shower for the next week. On my tooth, in my ear, in my hair, in my bra. You see what I'm saying? Glitter. Oh, I love it. And I'm fancy. Okay, so you see we have these 4 different caps, right? So we'll take our... Now think about it. Think about doing this in a way, you know what I mean, where you could do a picture and these, whatever. But watch. So I'm going to hold this until I get these on here. Then we'll place them. So I'm just going to place it. Place it. Place it. Place it. And set it down. So what could be fun? Well, you could glue these on with hot glue or with your Mod Podge or this glue I'm obsessed with. This is like my 3rd bottle. The Delta Creative Sobo Premium Craft and Fabric Glue. This stuff is everything to me. I love it. So, okay, so here's what we can do. Let me move back. Can you see how pretty? Okay. So here's something else you can do. You can make this. Now you can make it go this way. We could put these like this. And this could be for a kid, a little girl's room. Okay. So maybe I'll take this one off for now and do the green. I'll do pink here and green here. Okay. It's like I'm playing checkers with myself. So I'm going to turn this way. Now, what's fun here, you glue these on, and then they can hang their little necklaces on there. If you have other things that you might want to use, like I said, I'm just doing this for the recycle, recycling them and upcycling them rather. So you just glue these on. You can measure. You can do whatever you want. You can then put the name, maybe her name, like I would put Emily, and then she can hang her necklaces on here. Do you know what I'm saying? Something fancy that you put a wall hanging on the back and you let them, hang their stuff on it. A lot of fun, something different. And like I said, very, very easy. As well as, like I said, if you have a doll or a doll face and you can, put this in here, what color would I paint it? I don't know. I kind of dig that. But I probably would do is antique it, probably with some brown. So maybe I would use because I want it to kind of stick out, and brown would go with these. Like I would kind of do a brown wash on it. If you want to see me do a brown wash on this and what it would look like, just let me know down below. I would be glad to. So yeah, so you can still put these on here. Listen, maybe you want to change the colors of this. I did more bright. Maybe you want to do it darker, and then you could do these on there, and you can even put little, you can glue little, how you can get like the little buttons and those kind of cute things, you can get the skulls and the, all that kind of stuff, and you can glue them on there to make them 3D. Maybe you want to put a bunch of these on there. So I like, and stamp or write EMILY and make them look 3D. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, there's so many things you can do. So now, okay, you want to, you don't want to do this. You're like, Kelly, that's weird. I don't want to do it. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's put down a Y, and I will show you something else. What about if we took, don't know if I have any here, but we'll pretend like this is one. Maybe you get an ATC card in the mail. Somebody sends you an ATC card. Maybe you make an ATC card. Have you ever made an ATC card that you absolutely love? And you're like, I love this ATC card. Well, do it. And you can glue it on here or use double sided tape, tack it, whatever. You could put it on here and this could be like your frame, right? Or a picture or, you know, I mean, gosh, endless, endless. It could be bigger than this, could be small, whatever. Maybe you have a couple and you want to kind of do one there and one here. You see what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I would write a quote. Be kind to each other. You never know about if somebody else is fighting. I would write, you know, another quote that I love. You know, what's another quote I love? Oh, there's so many of them. When you know better, do better. You know, anything, and you can really decorate this as an ATC card, or maybe it's one that you made, or maybe a special one that you got in the mail that you really, really dig. You can use that too. And to put this down, something fun that you could do is take washi tape. Some of us have a lot of washi tape. Take washi tape that kind of goes with this, or maybe, hey, does it need to go with that? No, you could do, you know, whatever kind you want. I would do black or something, you know, and have it go across. Oh gosh, and again, don't get caught up doing it this way. You could do it this way. This way. Do you see what I'm saying? Look at that. You know, hey, what else you can do? I could go on for hours. You don't even understand. You can get in at your craft store mirrors. Depends on how big you want. You can get like a bunch of small mirrors and circles and make this like a mirror back and really glue it on with like some E6000. You can you know, buy a bigger piece like a square or a circle and glue it inside, and you know what I'm saying, and make it for somebody for a gift. I mean, really, you can go crazy. One of the things that I like to do is I like to do dolls on these. I have a couple I have to pull out, but you know, you can do dolls on here. Like I said, you could do the faces, you could do whatever you want. Now here's the thing, we see this, and I'm just gonna kind of tear this. Never throw paper away. This stuff is gold. And I'm not a very good cutter-outer. It's really a pain. I really like this around her, but I don't know. I'm just going to cut kind of close to her. Okay. Imagine I cut her out real good. But you see, it picks up the pink and the white all there. So you definitely, if she was cut out, you could put her on there. And then you could write whatever you want around it. You could put her right in the middle. Something else you can do is they sell those really little lights, like the fairy lights, we put a battery in. You could wrap it around and, oh gosh, the stuff. So this is another idea that you can do. Look at your scrap paper. Go to the craft store. If you leave with one piece of scrap paper that you paid 50 cents for, they have so many pretty pictures as well, and scenes, and you got yourself a beautiful canvas you can do. You know what I mean? Like, come on, who doesn't want this? I'm going to do something with this and maybe do a giveaway with it. Okay. So then, like I said, lastly, before I bore you guys to sleep, these are just 3 pieces of cardstock. It's a thin cardstock. And so maybe I'll use this one today. Just show you real quick. Everything's a mess here today. All right. Well, first what we're going to do is you want to measure. Okay. So I'm going to move back. And my little skull is going to say hello. Okay. So I'm going to put this on her, on the thing. And I know this is bigger. So I'm going to just kind of take, I can take my scissors. You can take whatever you want. Just kind of push there a little bit. Just so you kind of have an idea, you know, how big. I still am not back enough. Why didn't I go? There we go. So you know, and I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw. Here's the question you ask yourself. Do you want a face like I did the goddess that I showed you in the beginning? A big face on here? Do you want it to be a body? You know, a face with a body? Do you want it to be folk arty? Do you want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Fall's here in the United States. Well, no, fall's not here. It's 98 degrees here. It is horrible. You can't breathe. It's making me very ill on top of being ill, and I'm waiting for fall. That said, Halloween's come. You see what I'm saying? But so make it, a fall scene. Make it, like I said, holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, with all that stuff. Make something for somebody. So decide what you want. I love doing odd girls. I love doing big hair girls. I think this might be, I don't know. What do you think about a big hair girl on here with the pink hair? I don't know. So I'm going to draw very quickly. We have a lot of good options here that you can do and that you can use. And I took my pencil upstairs, didn't I? Yep. Use this one. And you have a lot of things that you can do. Now, what I like to do lately, because my medication, I got medication switched. I'm having some rough times. I, because my brain's just not functioning like I want it to, I have to sometimes use a piece of paper. And this is the straight. This is going to help me stay somewhat straight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some of this paper. And by take off, I mean I'm going to just kind of, gotta have lead out, Cal. Get the lead out. I'm going to go like that. Just so I can stay general, because I get a little crazy. I lose a lot of my, and I'm not going to, I'm just giving me a general idea. So I can stay in there, because I don't want it to, okay, that's all. Now, why's my light so weird? Nope, that's going to make a shadow. Now I want to make a circle, so let's make a circle. Just try your best to trace around whatever you want, and if you don't want to trace, don't trace. Do whatever you want. That's a basic circle. Look at that banged up trifling circle. Okay, but I have the idea. That's where the head's going, the hair's going. I'll just take it around there, and then I'm gonna go straight across, very lightly. Go down a little bit, and then down a little bit more. There we go. See, very simple. We're not going for perfect. This could be an odd girl, right? I'm not going to know until I get the face in how messed up I am today. So I'm just going to go give an eye there. And then kind of just do that. You can see this eye's smaller than this eye. It's all right. Because I'm going to paint her face. Add an eyeball. An eyeball. Just like that. So we're playing, no big deal. Like I said, probably going to be an odd girl. So then I can go in, put a little eyelid. And this one, I'm going to put a pupil there. This one's going to be a bigger pupil. And I'll erase all this. That's just how I do it, because I have to talk myself through and figure out different ways to do it. Now, I'm doing this and I'm thinking, gee, do I want this odd girl? I could always put her here, kind of draw her neck so I can feel the page underneath, and maybe even move her down a little bit more, and then just kind of go off with the neck, which you can't see because I just moved my camera, and you'll see here. See how I did? And then here's the end of the canvas, and this will be her neck. And if I put her here, then I can do hair as well. So that's fantastic. And then just go in with her nose, her little eyebrow, And let's go in with the mouth. Remember, I'm not worrying too much because she's just going to end up being an odd girl anyway. See? And that's the base of what I'm going to do with her. And all I will do now is itch my back because it's itchy. I think I got a mosquito bite the other night. Ugh. All I did was walk to the car and back. How does one get a mosquito bite like that? I don't know, but I did. Okay, let me grab my eraser. This is the fun part. Now listen, maybe I should do it this way. If you're nervous to erase, I get it. Everybody, has their own kind of thing. Oh my God, I'm so itchy. So if you're afraid to erase, go ahead and take a permanent marker. You could do a fine Sharpie. This is a Micron, which I love. I also love Faber-Castell. You can see this is almost out of ink. So you would just go and trace your lines. Yeah, come on now. I'm not going to worry about the eyebrows right now. We're just going to draw an odd girl. Okay. So you see how we kind of did that, right? I will follow this circle around that way and this neck. Okay, come on, pencil. Work with me. Work with me, please. And I'm just going to erase now. I'm going to take all the lines off. It's just going to give me a basic shell of what I want. So if you're nervous, you definitely can trace like I just did, especially if you're doing an odd girl. If you're going for more realistic or, you don't want to do an odd girl, you can erase it all the way or, take another minute to do it. It probably will help you. So let's see if I can get any more squeeze out of this pen. I need a new micro. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's all. Kind of digging the pink underneath. I might leave it. I don't know. Like it's her skin tone. Okay. And then her nose. And then her mouth. There you go. And then you can see her neck. And then what I'm gonna do is cut her out. I just like to go real kind of close, like you can see, just because it's easier for me to handle. And I'll save this because I can draw little faces or whatever I don't like to throw away. And then I'll go in a little closer. These are just from Range or Tim Holtz or one of them. These are so old. But I like them because they work well with my hand. What am I doing here? There we go. Let's do that. Okay. So you can see that. Then what you would do is put her here and then glue her down. And then go from there. So if she was glued down, maybe I'll glue her down real quick. And I hope that you guys had, could take some of the things that I said that you could use, that if you don't want to do face, I mean, maybe I'll mix them all three together. Who the heck knows what I'll do? But, that you got an idea or so. And I'm going to put her in the middle. I usually don't like putting in the middle. I like to do it kind of off to the side, but I think today she's going in the middle. And I'm going to just put some Mod Podge on top just to help. And anything that's sticking off on the bottom, I can definitely cut when it's done. You know, and I'm just going to push down. Really, if you have a roly-poly, you can use that or whatever. Maybe you want a little bit more just to cover her whole face. Okay, we got that. And now what color do we want to do her hair? Let's do her hair. What color are you? Habanero. Huh. Do I want habanero or do I want orange? Which is what color? Carrot. Habanero and carrot. I'd like to have a salad with those two right now. I think I'm going to go with the red because I'm going to keep her face pink, I think. So confusing. I think I'm just going to go with red. And this is where it's fun because, you know, I'm not going to be working on her face right this second because, you know, I just glued her and all that kind of stuff. So for the hair, what I'm going to do is, I don't know if this is going to show, but no, it's not going to. I'm afraid it's going to. I'm just going to go in with the brush, I guess. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shake it because you want that shaken, not stirred. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my brush and dry them most of it off. I want it damp but not wet. And I'm going to take this red. That's a nice red. I don't know if you could see. That's a really nice red. And I'm just going to start here. And I like it going out, but you don't have to go out. You can go whatever. I can worry about the sides and all once I'm done. And I'm going to leave that texture underneath. Like I'm not going to completely cover this. At least I don't think so. We'll see. I mean, that's not that much to cover. Okay. Okay, so we kind of have the idea where that's going to go. So I want to bring, obviously, I want to bring some bangs down and that kind of thing. You don't have to, but I'm gonna take a smaller brush. I'm gonna wet it, dry it off because I don't want it too wet. Make sure you get that, I think it's called a ferrule. Like make sure you get that off because that water will drip. And it never drips and does anything good. That's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna give her some waves. And wave it. Make this blend here. Make it a little thicker. Now I like it with a little curl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe some curl, and I think that's because I have curls. But I'm going to go back in once this is dry, and I will add some, I don't know, maybe some black in there to get a little bit of depth, but I'm okay with that. And then over here, maybe I'll do the same thing, just bring it. And you're going to want a little extra paint only because the bumps. But let, you know, work with the bumps. The bumps are okay. Seen underneath there, you know, if I had my hair all pulled up, you can still see through it a little bit, right? So, you know, just kind of go with it. I think I might do it all the way down here. And I'm not going to finish this and everything on this video, but when I finish it, I'll show you. This is going to have to really dry before I can really play any more on it. I just want to get this all down and let the glue dry. I think even I'm going to add some red glitter in there. So I just kind of want it, you know, all over the place. Now, here's the thing. I look at this. Once it's dry, I might want to just take it and just rock that all the way up. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not, but I'm going to do some fun stuff with that. So, again, I hope you guys got a few little, you know, a little tips and ideas from this video. Again, at the end of this video will be the speed through for the background. And I mean, honestly, look, you could put these. And the thing is, if you do this, if you're like me, and I know a lot of you are, those who want to admit it, you know, we color these and then, you know, I look at it and I'm like, you know what, I don't like these colors. I want different colors, or I want them all sparkly, or I don't, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely can change these in any color that you want. And you can even use the lids off of milk, or, you know, I drink Boosts because I have to. And, you know, those have lids. Just so many different things. You could take, last thing, I promise, your washi tape, like this is a blue glitter washi tape, and put it on there. And do you see what I'm saying? Just go for it. Go for it and do stuff that you love. These could just be little flowers in her hair. I could put those in the middle and draw. I don't know what I'm going to do. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. But as for today, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and please share me all around with your friends. Maybe they would be interested in something like this. And I hope this helped you. Linda, I really, really do. Thank you for emailing me. Any more questions, all you have to do is ask. And I just love you guys. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys. And like I said, stay tuned for the forward through of the background. You guys rock. And I just love you guys. I love you guys. So I will see you guys later. Bye.